If you find it in your heart to care for somebody else, you will have succeeded. You think your pain and your heartbreak are unprecedented in the history of the world, but then you read. It was books that taught me that the things that tormented me most were the very things that connected me with all the people who were alive, who had ever been alive. You can't have heartbreak without love. If your heart was really broken, then at least you know you really loved him. When we miss someone often, what we really miss is the part of us that with this someone awakens. One day you're going to remember me and how much I loved you. Then you're going to hate yourself for letting me go. Every time your heart is broken, a doorway cracks open to a world full of new beginnings, new opportunities. And they can't understand what hurts more, missing the other person or pretending not to. Sometimes good things fall apart so better. Things can fall together. My tongue will tell the anger of my heart, or else my heart, concealing it, will break. A broken heart is just the growing pains, necessary so that you can love more completely when the real thing comes along. The broken heart, you think you will die, but you keep living, day after terrible day. It is strange how often a heart must be broken before the years can make it wise. 'Tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Stab the body and it heals, but injure the heart and the wound lasts a lifetime. I've been heartbroken, I've broken hearts. That's part of life, and it's part of figuring out who you are so you can find the right partner. The heart was made to be broken. Some people are going to leave, but that's not the end of your story. That's the end of their part in your story. My heart no longer felt as if it belonged to me. It now felt as it had been stolen, torn from my chest by someone who wanted no part of it. There is an ocean of silence between us, and I am drowning in it. When you are in love and you get hurt, it's like a cut. It will heal, but there will always be a scar. Love is never lost, if not reciprocated. It will flow back and soften and purify the heart. A girl doesn't need anyone who doesn't need her. Perhaps someday I'll crawl back home, beaten, defeated, but not as long as I can make stories out of my heartbreak, beauty out of sorrow. The human heart is the only thing whose worth increases the more it is broken. To fall in love is awfully simple, but to fall out of love is simply awful. I am hopelessly in love with a memory, an echo from another time, another place. Thinking of you is a poison I drink often. This time I wouldn't forget him, because I couldn't ever forgive him for breaking my heart twice. Hearts will never be practical until they are made unbreakable. But if you want to leave, you can. I'll remember you, though. I remember everyone that leaves. I want you to know that you were the last dream of my soul. My hope is if we add up the one mores, they will equal a lifetime, and I'll never have to get to the part where I let you go. But that's not real, is it? There are no more one mores. I met you when everything was new and exciting, and the possibilities of the world seemed endless, and they still are. For you, for me, but not for us. Sometimes I miss you so much I can hardly stand it. So I was crying because I don't know if I love you anymore, and I don't know what I'm going to do without that. Why do I and everyone I love pick people who treat us like we're nothing? I don't know how to say goodbye. I can't think of any words.